Now to a story we first broke online at CBS Chicago. A step forward, but far from a resolution. Those are the words of Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Anjanette Young after they met today for the first time to talk about the botched police raid on her home, first exposed by the CBS 2 investigators. In a joint statement, both the mayor and Young acknowledged today's conversation was not a resolution to the problematic issues that both parties acknowledge exist, and that they are both committed to continuing to identify areas of common ground relating to these issues and to working toward necessary policy changes together. Both women said today's conversation was a step toward Miss Young's healing. So what's next? Our team of reporters is digging into every angle, starting with CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov. Dana, you spoke with Young's attorney this afternoon, and we understand there was really no heads up about this meeting.
No, not at all. He called to let me know about the meeting after it was over. The meeting was kept completely under wraps until then, and it occurred less than 24 hours after the mayor's office released emails and documents about Anjanette Young's case, giving a glimpse into what she and her staff knew and what they tried to spin. The day's meeting between wrong raid victim Anjanette Young and Mayor Lori Lightfoot comes 17 days after our story aired, showing the police body cam video of the wrongful raid of Young's house. It also comes 2 weeks after the mayor said this:
"I am sorry."
That apology came with promises of search warrant policy changes and a release of City Hall emails about Young's case that began in November 2019, right before our first story about Young aired. Wednesday, those emails were released. The mayor said upon review, she realized she had been flagged about Young's wrong raid in this email on November 11, 2019, from a top aide. Mayor, please see below for a pretty bad wrongful raid coming out tomorrow. Media FOIA was denied, and victim FOIA request is in the works and to be released to her tomorrow within the deadline period. The mayor's direct response, half an hour later: "I have a lot of questions about this one. Can we do a quick call about it?" Subsequent emails suggest that call occurred, but December 17th, the mayor said,
"I don't have any contemporaneous recollection of this."
The emails also raise questions about the length City Hall and the Chicago Police Department were willing to go to keep Young's case under wraps. In this November 2019 email, a mayoral staffer writes, "Good to send denial letter to CBS." In another, CPD's risk manager, Michelle Morris, writes to the city's chief risk officer, Tamika Puckett, "So much for them forgetting about it." Them is CBS 2. That, Morris's response to learning the CBS 2 investigators were about to air a follow-up to the pattern of wrongful police raids, and learning CBS Evening News was going to air it too. Morris did an interview with our Dave Savini around the same time, often appearing dismissive.
It has not currently been contemplated, but it might be in the future.
That was Morris's February 2020 response when asked if Chicago police might begin tracking raids at wrong addresses. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown also released police documents related to Young's case yesterday. Both he and the mayor saying it is a step towards their stated goal of transparency. However, some aldermen I spoke with today still aren't convinced. Marie?
Well, and Dana, in talking about transparency and with that email document dump we got yesterday, do we think that City Hall has released all of the emails that at any point mention Young's case?
Well, according to the mayor's own statement yesterday, no, there are still more emails to come. Yesterday's release was a preliminary release, and some City Hall insiders I spoke with today say when those additional emails are released, it could shine an even harsher light on how Young's case was handled. Marie?
All right, CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov. Dana, thank you.